Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Elliot Wilson revealing how Drake switched up on him during the Kendrick Lamar beef. And also Drake thinking that dropping Family Matters was going to be the nuke to end the beef, which obviously was not the case because less than a half an hour later, Kendrick dropped his. Obviously, Elliot has been super salty since being cut off by Drake. Drake allegedly whispered, "You're a rat," to his ear, allegedly because Elliot was feeding information to Kendrick Lamar's camp. He was also one of the first people that Drake unfollowed when Drake was going through his little unfollowing spree, acting really sassy on Instagram. Honestly, if you want to make things go away, you act like you're unbothered. You going out of your way to take people off, you doing all this stuff is just showing people that, yeah, man, obviously it's ticking you off. And the pettiness didn't just end there. Obviously, this year has been full of a bunch of L's because of his pettiness, like the filing of those legal actions, which obviously led to an increase of 400%, but not like us. So I feel like every time he tries to take the steam out, all he does is just make Kendrick Lamar and that record even bigger. But Elliot is definitely a very interesting guy. Even before all the stuff that went down during the beef, Elliot Wilson has been calling out Drake for some time now anyway for not doing hip-hop interviews. Because even though he's saying all this stuff, I think it's only out of retaliation because he does seem to want that second Drake interview. If you guys don't know, that first one was definitely one of his biggest interviews ever. So he's definitely been chasing that. And after him seeing Drake and Bobby Altoff do an interview together, that caused him to flip out and say that, yeah, Drake just doesn't do hip-hop interviews. So there's definitely been some tension there. But obviously, Elliot's disdain for the new generation of media doesn't end there. He's hated on a bunch of others. He hated on Kai. He hated on Maul and academics. The thing is, the way we consume media and content is different now. You have to use the internet to your advantage. And if you don't, risk being left behind. And it's kind of hypocritical that you go and hate on those guys just to go on this year and actually implement a lot of the same tactics they use and play the internet games that he was condemning for so long. Instead of alienating all those people that obviously have a huge platform, maybe he should have collaborated with them as the OG, but that obviously wasn't the case. But enough dilly-dallying, and let's jump right into the video. Again, it's Elliot Wilson revealing how Drake switched up on him during the Kendrick Lamar beef. Yeah, man, I feel like it's been a long time coming because you've definitely had your comments.
I found out that push-ups was coming out while they were ingesting it into the system.
Woo!
And so while they were ingesting it into the DSP, it takes about 30 minutes or so for it to 15, 30 minutes before it, gets disseminated.
Drop.
I found out because I have people.
Yeah, it's that processing time.
that love me on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And they were like, hey, just heads up, actually, you know what? I will admit to that. The phone call I got was, you forced him to put the record out.
So it's confirmed.
No. I don't want to own that. That's what was told to me when I got the phone call that that Push-Ups record was coming out. It was like, hey.
You did it publicly. You did it on Twitter. You aired it publicly.
No, what happened was I said that, and then I said, now tell Act to post that. And
yes, yeah.
And Act
That's exactly what they're inferring.
Act was on the stream, playing the stream of the record. Wasn't clear. Even Act at the time, Act said, I don't know if this is actually really Drake.
Yeah.
But I'm riding with this shit.
Of course he
played it. He started the stream. Act said it in full transparency. I don't even know if this is actually Drake, but I'm playing it and we're off to the races.
Yes. And the phone call I got was, wow, you forced him to put it out. I'm like, what you mean? It'll be out in 30 minutes. I said, you sure? Confirm 100%. Bet.
That's like when somebody goes and said, you made me do this, just to get slapped in the face right after.
Hung up, posted my little.
So now that Elliot Wilson creates a show with DJ Head, I'll forever be on the ops list.
But do you think
you were on the ops list way before Elliot. Let's get that right.
I'm still confused.
Is that justice, Jeremy?
No, I get it now. But I'm still confused because I was going back and watching our old episodes to figure out what my favorite moments of the year were. And I still was so confused as the order of you got the rat emoji the night Family Matters
right
dropped.
Before he dropped Family Matters.
So he couldn't have even
when the Denzel thing came out with the thing. And I realized that I was no longer in his favor. He sent, he told academics to leave the Andrew Schultz show and go home because I'm about to drop this shit. Right? The live comedy, that how everything interacts, right?
Wow.
It's crazy.
Oh, because he was on there doing a
Academics is
flagrant
a
episode,
live
right?
Andrew Schultz comedy show.
Oh, yeah.
And he told him, yo, leave the garden, nigga. Go home, get on your stream, about to drop the missile. Told Kai Cenat,
stay on stream.
Stay on stream.
That was where stay on stream came from.
And then it was and then he sent Maul the red button shit. I didn't get the red button. I got the rat emoji.
Of course, fam, because the dude obviously thinks you're the rat. But it seems like Drake's camp was stupidly giving information to everybody, thinking that it wouldn't get dispersed. Honestly, it's all their fault.
So I was now deemed to be on the other side.
But I
I was
thought
put that way. And then the missile dropped, Family Matters.
That was before the bigger
He
picture.
thought Family Matters,
Yeah.
exactly. That Family Matters was going to be the kill shot. He thought Family
And it
Matters was going to
wasn't.
end the battle.
no, but I get that. But what I'm
He
confused,
did.
no, what I'm
He thought
confused about.
Family Matters was going to end the battle.
Obviously, Drake felt that way. He put a video together for the record. So in his mind, this was the nuke.
Over.
I'm confused about is I thought maybe the rat emoji was like, okay, if he thought you gave a drop to Kendrick and then Kendrick drops Meet the Grams, but he sent the rat emoji before Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, before he even dropped Family Matters.
It was
So
like,
what
yo,
would he even think that?
I'm not in the corner of him. I'm not supporting him enough. And it's like, you're not on the other side.
Oh, he just thinks like you're not giving me enough love during this time
It's a
period.
20v1. Everybody's against me. It's
Mhm.
like, you're not this,
That's so corny, fam.
blah, blah. And watch me do this. Watch me kill this guy. Step back and watch. And then drop the record. I remember I fell asleep and Meet the Grams came up. Everybody's hitting my phone, waking me up. Meet the Grams, Meet the Grams. Oh shit. Boom, boom. Like nigga rise from the dead. And he said dead. Boom, 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 boom. He rise from the dead.
What a perfect strategy to take the momentum away from Drake. Because if you would have given that record another few days, who knows if it grows on people. But the fact that you were able to shift the tone so quickly is honestly a master chess move.
Talking to this nigga so
He never recovered.
disrespectfully.
I get
We
the
can't
chills
even
even
like
thinking
can't
about it.
even digest how disrespectful, as Pusha T said, talking to his soul. What are we talking about? And then the next morning, your favorite thing, academics, is like, he dropped again.
That's
And
very
then it's
funny.
a party. It's like the victory lap. It's like we neutralized your shit. As the baby would say, you neutralize the shit there. And
Just to go and release a banger.
then the next morning, it's like, here's the celebration.
Mhm.
It's not like us. And this is the missile. This is the hit record. This is the best song of the fucking year. This is the greatest diss song. This is the standard. Like, it's over.
There was a moment though.
It's
I was
crazy.
thinking about
If you don't think it's the greatest diss song of all time, you have to at least concede to the fact that it definitely had probably one of the biggest impacts, given the fact that hip hop is so worldwide now. And we do have
yesterday
the
because
internet.
we were reliving that moment of like that weekend, the Friday. There was a moment where I was a little nervous after Family Matters drops. People forget. People are like, "Whoa, this is kind of crazy." For that 10 minutes before Meet the Grams drop, you're
It might have
looking
been-
at
it might
like
have been 20, Jeremy.
okay,
Yeah, it
20
was like
minutes.
20
You're like,
minutes.
what are there's crazy accusations. I think with verse 2, he kind of killed everybody else off, but then he was talking to Kendrick kind of nuts, and you're like, what is that? Like, he had shot a whole video. People were worried a little bit. And then it was like, Meet the Grams. I don't even know what to think. Like,
I'm pretty sure Kendrick's team definitely had 2 records loaded up, depending on where Drake was taking the beef. If he was going to take it personal, which he did, he would release Meet the Grams, and that's what we got. Which, like I said, totally neutralized the Family Matters record.
it was just, I was like, what the fuck is
We
happening?
were stunned. It was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, man, obviously Elliot Wilson can't read the room and distinguish that Drake really was not rocking with him. But at the end of the day, Drake and OVO were feeding information to everybody. How can you start calling people rats when you're willingly giving them all the details yourselves, man? I just think you're salty because of how the beef ended up. And while I do believe that Drake believed that that record was going to be the nuke, the record that would destroy Kendrick, obviously that was not the case. Kendrick Lamar was able to shift the tone literally in like 20 minutes, which totally puts a damper on any plan that Drake had for that record. It really did not give it any time to breathe, any time to actually grow. And in 20 minutes, we went from talking about the Family Matters record to talking about Meet the Grams and Kendrick Lamar in a very spooky track that changed the whole vibe of the night. And while Family Matters was Drake's best record in the beef, maybe he should have split that song into maybe 2 to 3 pieces and released them one at a time. But this year has definitely been filled with a bunch of what ifs for Drake. A year marred by missed strategies for him. While Kendrick Lamar and PG Lang have definitely put on a master class on how to control the narrative and keep the momentum, even when somebody is trying, even though futile, try to change the conversation and take some of the steam away from the run he's having. And the more Elliot talks about this situation, the more salty Drake is going to be. It's already bad enough you're doing a podcast with one of his arch enemies, like close confidants. But if Drake already knew that and knew where DJ Head's allegiance lied, why would any of these people on OVO make the mistake of like hitting this guy up? You know, it honestly makes no sense. So for Drake to call anybody rats, he should really look into his own camp before he starts throwing stones. Because like I always say, thou shalt not throw stones if thou live in glass houses. But it seems like Drake has not gotten that memo this year due to the constant L moves we've seen him try to pull off this year. With the last one for now, because I can totally expect seeing more of these because we've had a very long streak of them, being those legal actions he followed, which obviously have tarnished his reputation even further. Even if he does win, it's going to have major ramifications on his career. Do not expect to get that front page on Spotify. Do not expect to get that Doritos ad or that Super Bowl halftime show, fam. You're going to be persona non grata. While this is the music business, if you're able to generate cash, you will get people to want to work with you. But as of right now, everything you've been dropping this year has been duds. He's been in a spot this year where everything he's been releasing has been met with more dislikes than likes. And that's obviously rare territory for him. Because while he's always had his detractors, it's never been like this. And you can say that all these people were ganging up on you and how it was a 20v1. Honestly, I think Kendrick Lamar did it single-handedly. A lot of people try to get in on the wave and try to tag along, but Kendrick made it known it was going to be just him. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Drake felt Family Matters was his nuke? It makes sense to me because, yeah, the dude put an actual budget. He put a video behind it. So there was some production value to it, but obviously it was taken out before it could do its job. It did not have any room to breathe. Like I said, who knows if you wait 4 or 5 days and he's actually able to generate some momentum. We'll never know, obviously, because Meet the Grams dropped like 20 minutes later, and it was a wrap after that. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much. The channel has been growing like crazy. Honestly, these last 28 days, the channel has been experiencing a surge, which is saying a lot because honestly, I've only been doing the content for only like 8 months. And when I had originally set out to make these videos, I set a goal of 1,000 subs for the year. And that seemed like a lofty goal according to like the subreddits I was reading and some of the other content creators I was talking to. So for the channel to have done literally almost 5 times that in 8 months, it's honestly thanks to you guys. And I want to thank you guys so much for making this channel a part of your day. Without you guys, it wouldn't be where it is today. So I really want to thank you. I'm really excited about hitting 5K, and I'm definitely super excited to keep making content. So definitely let me know what you guys think about this situation. Hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Yeah, Elliot. Drake is never going to forgive you. Drake is the type of guy to give you side eye at the party, man. He's not going to forgive you, Elliot. Not at all.